Oh, hello, hello, everybody. I'm back. How's everybody doing today? How is everybody's day? Hi, Mitch. How's everybody's day doing? Or night going? Yeah, how's everybody's night going? I'm okay. It's just a little tired, still a bit sick. Honestly, every single time I take a break from streaming, I feel like I forget how to stream. Just like full on forget. Just like forget it. I don't remember anything. Might as well be a newborn baby. Yes, you exist. This is true. Well, today. Oh. No, don't go by, Neko. Stick around. Ah. Don't leave. Why are you leaving?
Huh. And she just stared at it.
The preview is very small. I just made it bigger. Can you shout her out again, please?
And then dropped it straight into
There we
her
go.
mouth
That's better.
What? On the first night. Huh. And she just stared at it.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm really tired. Just... My vacation was partially a vacation and then partially not a vacation. Between getting sick and almost breaking a leg, and it was quite a lot. It was quite a lot. Um, got you ready?
I just realized. Okay, I can do this. If I move this here, move this here. Ba, ba. Just close this for now. Okay.
Ooh, I just realized that doing the similarities thing kind of messed some stuff around.
It did.
I think
Like
it
I
did.
noticed that the orange in the guy, the word guy gets messed up if you do it too much. That's what I think I realized. That and
I'm
like
seeing that the Twitch uh there. I think that should be better. Now there's a little bit of, pink, but it everything else isn't as messed up, I guess. I guess I'm gonna have to choose another color, but I just don't know what color to choose, cause
well, I can go through it later on if you want. I'll just use photopea.
hmm?
I could just like go through with photopea and just cut it out.
Because it's a video, it won't work.
Oh right. I was wondering why. I was like, hey.
Yes, yes. Oh,
Mm,
Eagle's a little bit closer to getting his owl avatar. Okay. I think that should be good.
what the hell are these?
So, oh, stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Get some help. Logan. Hello, son. How are you? Don't let the games bully you. Stop. Mitch, stop.
Almost.
Stop.
Okay.
Stop.
I am ready now. I'm officially ready.
Don't let them
Getting
bully
started.
you, son. It's okay. Don't let them hurt your soul. How you been, Logan?
Mm,
Stop it. Stop it. Mostly tired of school. I hate my biology teacher. Oh no. What's going on with your biology teacher? Also, I almost broke a leg during my vacation. And because it's me, I got sick. I actually got sick before I almost broke my leg, so spent a bit of my vacation in a wheelchair and the majority of another day in an electric vehicle.
there you go.
Alert, but with less Western influence. Guy, I thought you
Yes.
had more Western influence.
Uh, do I? I'm also not from the Western culture. Well, I am. I was born, but you know. Like, you understand, I made my first white friend at 17. And it wasn't really a friend. Like, literally, I just grew up with, like, Arabs and Somalis.
I've had to retake that class a few years now. They called me out for not doing their work, and then called me out for actually doing the work that I said. What? Why did they call you out for doing your work? What? That makes no sense. That makes no sense.
Heidi. Also, I finally like got my ass bothered to actually improve my resolution to 720p. No, to
Mitch,
1080p.
stop. I will time you out. What the heck? No. Stop. So, okay, so I'm gonna tell the story of how I hurt my leg because I
Mm.
kind of told it, but I didn't really. So, I wanted since last year, I wanted to go to Mickey's Not So Spooky or Not So Scary Halloween party that they do at Magic Kingdom between September and October. Okay. They do this for Halloween, and they do. Guy, what are you doing? I can.
Uh,
What are you doing on your
I,
stream?
I
Anyways.
just don't know.
um
I am lost.
this is a really I really
Oh,
enjoyed it last
can you put
year.
a bit, Mitch?
And I wanted to do it this year again. They said loud enough for the whole class to hear you're actually doing your work, and when I didn't do one assignment, they also
Thank
said
you,
loud
too.
enough for the class to hear. I don't want to
Appreciate it a lot.
Honestly, that's harassment. Just I
Message.
I don't even know if it would going and like reporting them do anything, or like going up to them and talking to them and being like, "Hey, this makes me uncomfortable. Don't do this." Because that's just mean and uncalled for. Um so the reason I like going to the not so scary Halloween, it's because one, there's less people at the park. When you go on a normal day to the park, it is filled to the brim. Wait times can be over an hour. Even for, you know, the silly rides like Peter Pan's flight and stuff and such. But when you go to something like this, which is a special Disney event, there's less people because there's a limited amount of tickets that they sell. If you go to one of the events during the week, there's even less people than on a weekend. It's at night, okay? Because they do like extended hours basically. The party is from 7 p.m. to midnight, but you can go into the park starting at 4 p.m., which means you have, how many hours is that? 8 hours? Is that 8 hours? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, 8 hours. You get 8 hours to like go around the park. The restaurants are open, the stores are open, all the shows are open. The the rides are open. I had to deal with it last year too. I'm gonna get back to Leon Glitch soon. Oh, okay, Logan. Bye bye. Um,
Uh,
and it's just a better experience than going to the parks during the day when you're sweating and you're just having a bad time. Um
okay, so actually let me do it now.
and you can also dress up because it's Halloween. So obviously like you can't wear like masks or anything if you're an adult, but you can dress up in ways that you normally wouldn't be able to dress up, because on a day-to-day basis all you can do when you go to Disney parks is do um not cosplaying, Disney bounding, which is where you dress in a way that it like makes people, like reminds people of certain characters, but you're not dressed as that character. So they do this for security reasons, because obviously they don't want little kids to be thinking that a random adult at the park is one of their workers and such. But for the Halloween party, you can dress up as your favorite characters, no matter how like detailed or explicit, as long as you're not wearing like a mask and they can't see who you are. And me and Badger had been wanting to dress up as pirates since last year. Last year we dressed up as skeletons, which was really fun because I got this dress that had a whole front that was a skeleton, and he had a shirt that glowed in the dark. And we ended the night uh buying hi Galactic, welcome in. Oh
Oh, hi,
my
Ego.
god, hi.
I'm sorry, Aaron.
We ended the night last year by buying Haunted Mansion Crocs because our feet were killing us. Specifically me, because I had not worn the best shoes. I thought I was wearing good shoes. I wore
Okay.
some really like usually comfy platform um
There you go.
Converse that I have.
Also, I forgot to this yeah, I'm gonna have to get your
What? Oh, okay.
But this podcast episode, we definitely
I'm
need to be
just
honest with people.
Galactic. I'm just telling everybody about how I almost broke my leg. It. How are you? How is your day? But yeah. So this year we went dressed as pirates. Because we have a lot of pirate gear. And uh, originally I had wanted to buy tickets for like my birthday, September 17th. They did have the event going at Magic Kingdom, but when I went to go buy tickets, it was sold out, so I ended up buying them for the 19th, which was Tuesday. And it just so happens that September 19th apparently was National Talk Like a Pirate Day. I thought that only existed in Sims. Apparently it's a thing that exists in real life. I did not know that. Um, yes, I don't want to break my bones. That it was not intentional. Um, so we went and dressed as Mitch. Stop. So we dressed as
Hi, Croc.
pirates.
How you doing?
Um,
I'm your bucket though.
hello, welcome in, Krog. So we dressed as pirates, and if you've seen the picture in my Discord server announcements, my hat is actually pretty, what's the word? It's pretty detailed. We bought like as close to real like pirate hats as we could, and I bought a bunch of little knickknacks and sewed them on the sides and stuff. Uh,
D.
yes.
Croc says hi.
Yes. Oh, hi. Hello. So, we were walking around and people were like, "Oh my god, we love your hats," and it was really fun. And you go around and see everybody's creativity. When we were walking in, I saw a woman dressed as Bruno, and it was amazing. And all I could do was walk behind her and just go like, "We don't talk about Bruno, no, no, no." It was so good. So we first went to Pirates of the Caribbean because we didn't have any fake swords. So we went there just to get fake swords. We rode the ride. It was amazing. We had like no wait time. Everybody was talking to us like pirates, so there was a lot of "Arr, matey, welcome aboard." um, and when we got out, they had light up pirate swords, and I had to buy light up pirate swords because fun fact, I've never owned like any light up toys. Like when I was little, I would always ask my mom, and she'd always said that they were pointless, so I never had one. So I healed my inner child. I healed my inner child by buying these light up swords. And then me and Badger had a full on like sword fight in Magic Kingdom, which, have in mind, the shoes that I decided to wear on this day were Doc Marten platform sandals, which, if you know what those look like, they're not heels. They're just platforms. My foot is flat. Everything's fine. I was basically running backwards in these things, having a sword fight, and I was fine. Everything was fine. I walked for over 5 hours with these on, stood in line, no problems, no issues. Had another sword fight with an MC in front of the Be Our Guest restaurant, which was super funny and super fun. And then we went back to get on later on the night. We went back to Pirates of the Caribbean just because I love that ride and I wanted to ride it again. And they had pirate actors out in front. And when they saw us dressed as pirates, they put us like in the middle with them. And one of them pointed at me and was like, "Oh, I would like to welcome back Peg Leg Polly." I'm so happy to see her leg has grown back. And I did the whole show of it, like shaking my leg and stuff. and just be like, ah, yeah, my leg grew back. And that sadly was some kind of foreshadowing. Because then when we were finally leaving Magic Kingdom, I mean, literally walk on our way out, walking out. We were walking by Cinderella's castle where they were doing the finishing show, like the show at the end of the night. And I don't know if Florida just hates me that much, or if just, you know, their fake brick flooring just really wanted to kill me that night. But I twisted my right ankle, fell on my left leg. My swords went flying. My hat went flying. And I couldn't breathe. Because I hit the floor like slightly on my back. I still don't know if I hit my head. But if we go based off of the fact that I've been having vertigo since I took my flight back home, I'm going to say yes. And I had to be wheeled out in a wheelchair. Mm-hmm. Yep. And it was very embarrassing. I said I'm sorry to the MCs at least 10 times as they were getting me the wheelchair, and they were like, "No, let's take you to the infirmary." I was like, "No. No. I've embarrassed myself enough. I just want to go home. I'm so sorry." And apparently it happens a lot. Apparently people fall a lot at Magic Kingdom, which was very interesting because I don't think I've ever seen anybody while I'm there fall, at least not in front of me. And yeah, that I could not walk for like 2 days, at least not properly. I had a second left knee for a little bit there. I still kind of do. That the bump is bumping. Are you done, guy?
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah. That took a while. So basically, I could like you know like I was like showing on stream. You might be like, oh, why didn't you use studio mode? That would have hidden it.
Yeah.
It did, for some reason it did not let me. Also, my Wi-Fi is going up and down, so that's good as well. Yeah, my Wi-Fi
I
has not
do
been
need
good
a
for a while.
hug, honestly. I do need a hug. I'm still sick, which is fantastic. Right now my voice is fine, but it'll just decide to stop working randomly. Also, I totally did not just bore all of you with my very boring story about almost breaking my leg just so guy could finish setting up his things. But
We
totally
talk about
not.
boring. Flipping injury. Injury stories are always interesting.
How
Unless it's something like, oh, unless it's like a really long-winded story about how you like had a paper, then sure.
I
But
need
you talked about everything. You talked about left story, everything. Everything was encapsulated in the injury.
now I understand why Mitch asked me not to be mad at him earlier.
Yes.
I You know, I will say one last thing. I recommend everybody rent one of the electric vehicles at Disney at least once in their life because those are fun. Those are very fun. You will be zooming. Zoom, zoom, zoom. Zoom, zoom, zoom. I feel like that's a reference nobody's gonna get, but
Mm. Also, I finally disabled my dog jokes command,
you
which I should
finally
have done
disabled your
months
what?
ago. Dog, no dirty jokes command. Dog jokes command. I would have been banned. Really. Well, not banned. I've said some very very quick. Like the thing I told you about edition, the violent sexual things edition. I've said that on stream hundreds of times, so I don't think I'm getting banned for my dog anytime.
Ah, yes.
Yes, I am.
Galactic.
Especially considering, I would say those would have like 7-10
Yes.
views.
Yes, Galactic, I do. I do want to hear about what you did today. Please
Yes.
tell me. Or tell us, please.
Mm.
I want to know. Also, Galactic, you need to let us know when you're available to be one of our special guests because I
Mm.
think that would be very fun. Right, guy?
Yeah, yeah. Did you guys want to hear a joke? That I totally didn't like do earlier today, and Dee knows about it. What uh how do I say this?
Mitch, for
Wait,
legal
okay, okay.
reasons, I cannot say what I want to say to you. For legal reasons.
D. This is
Yes.
a joke that you basically already know.
Mm-hmm.
I asked the uh never mind, I give up. Never mind. In conclusion, love you guys. Love everyone in the chat. Everyone in D's chat and my chat. The end.
I'm available a lot. It depends on my energy level. I won't drink caffeine that day so you can meet the real me. Oh, no.
Mm.
Is caffeine like does caffeine give you more energy or does caffeine like kill your energy? Now I want to know. Now I'm curious.
Oh, definitely relaxes, I'm guessing. He seems the other type. He's like, oh,
Cuz
coffee
some
relaxes me.
people drink so
Which,
much coffee like it doesn't even give them energy anymore, but it just makes them not be mean to people.
mm,
But yes, please tell us what you did. I want to know. Guy, do you want to start with les croissants?
oh, ba-da-ba-da. It's not a flipping. Okay, there you go. I was gonna say. Um, so, from Wantus, I need to get the dice thing out. Dice. Roll. Sure. Okay, so, just start with a six-sided dice. I'll just easier. What? Okay. I don't, okay. Yeah, so we're on number okay, number seven. Weird factor by itself. I'm just gonna go through each one and just do a death roll, guess. And then we can go back and forth. Do
Hmm?
weird factor by itself.
Am I distracted by myself? Yes.
Weird factor by itself.
Weird factor by myself?
Yeah, about yourself.
A
Fact.
weird fact about myself.
Yes, yes.
What's considered weird?
Uh, the fact that you have four sets of eyes. Yeah, one set is not ripped out. That is very weird, am I right? I don't know. There's something about culture, I guess. It's probably shocking. There's always something shocking about culture.
Galactic, are you okay? Is your face okay? Is your face okay, Galactic?
Uh,
No, but like for real. Like that is scary having that fall on you. And sorry, a weird fact about me. I don't know. I really don't have any
hmm.
weird facts.
1 second, double check.
Hi,
Hi,
Curious.
oh, hi,
Welcome
Converse.
in.
Oh, okay, that is very, very bad. So my dyslexia kicked in and I thought it was Converse.
No, it's
Yeah,
Curious.
my, I saw the Q and I saw the V and I saw the S and I was like, that's Converse.
Ah, yes, yes. Clearly that says Converse.
Yeah. Even if it's like two words and then like capitals in there, but like something.
No, no, but
Mm.
that's curious. Yeah, just swollen. If it
I'm
was just a bit higher, would have knocked out all of my bottom teeth because I have a permanent. Oh my god, no, 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 no,
maybe, perhaps,
no,
maybe
no,
with
no,
with
no,
5 scoops of
no. I I'll add it to list of
combined
things
with.
I've been called other than name. Listen, I apologize for Guy. It's just that my friend Converse and him have been talking a lot, and he is a little bit dyslexic.
Yeah, slightly. You know.
Okay, Mitch. Night night.
Good night. My phone is bugging out on Twitch. Mm.
My phone is bugging. Oh, what? What? Tell it to stop.
Maybe I
Tell
should
your phone to
let
stop.
me just crash her phone. Let me just crash his phone real quick. Let me just. I don't know. I can't do anything on your stream. Let me just like activate something. I don't know. Boom.
Curious, how did the rest of your game go? I've never played. No, have I played Tenfall? I think I might have a little bit, but not for long.
Mm. Yay! Welcome back.
Welcome back, Galactic.
Okay, I'll tell you. Okay, one. Okay, it's not really weird fact about me with about streams.
Ew,
It's the fact
hackers.
that
Yes.
I have another language I speak. Yeah, I've already speaking like 3 words of it on stream. Probably. Like no one really like the only reason why people know that I speak another language
Yeah.
is 2 reasons. One is that I always say that it sounds like German, where it's like it sounds like getting strangled. Like, and it just sounds like that, and then the fact that I have a YouTube video on it of me making streamers content and push though.
Nice.
Yeah.
I don't know what's a weird fact about me. I feel like I feel like I've always feel like I'm pretty normal until
Mm.
I start talking to people and they're like, "Oh, that's weird." And then I'm like, "Oh, is it?"
Yeah. I feel like the fact that it's so awesome and amazing is kind of weird. It's like you're too perfect, and it's like
I'm not.
what?
I'm
Like
really not.
hey,
Please. No.
hey,
Stop.
hey.
Stop. Son,
Ooh,
stop.
amazing.
No.
Man.
No.
Yep.
No.
Okay, what about the fact that everyone begged you to adopt them? That's kind of
Okay, that
a bit
might be
weird.
a weird fact about me. Uh, I hey, I just have motherly energy, okay? That's not
Yeah.
my fault. That is not my fault.
And despite and also never being a mother.
Yeah, I am not a mom.
Yeah.
I'm not an actual
Yeah.
mom.
So
No,
that so that
I
that
don't have
also.
actual children yet.
Mm, so yeah.
Yet. I'm hoping
Yeah.
one day.
Yeah.
Hopefully soon.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes, Galactic. Guy was asking one weird fact about me, but like what is considered weird? The only I guess really weird thing about me is the fact that I have so many adopted children, specifically sons, and that I've not been the one to, actively adopt them, or most of them. Oh, most of them asked me to be their mother, which is just,
Mm.
I guess weird. I guess another weird fact
I'm
would be
not
that,
bad.
well, like when I'm surrounded by people who speak mainly English, I have an urge. to speak only Spanish, and when I'm around people that only speak Spanish, I have an urge to only speak English. And I don't know if it's my brain trying to not forget the other language. It's self-preservation.
Nah, it's probably just the fact that it's probably just like a bias. Like you focus, like you probably like 95% is speaking in that language, but then you just realize it. You speak English like 9% of the time, probably, and then it's like that 10% of the time because it's in like a weird time to have it. You probably exaggerate in your mind. I don't know.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Also, Galactic says he can say a lot of odd stuff he's learned about me. Please say one. Please say one of the odd stuff you've learned about me. Yes, yes, please. Because I probably don't think it's odd.
I could just imagine his voice. He's a very interesting way of speaking. He's thinking like it sounds normal, and then when he starts speaking about someone, he gets like
No,
it sound
Galactic is
you can
saying that Galactic
waffle.
can say a lot of
Oh no no
odd
no no
things
no
that
no
they've
no
learned
no
about me.
no. What I'm saying is when Galactic when Galactic explains something, his voice
Mm-hmm.
gets very different. His mannerisms gets very different.
Yes.
Like his entire voice changes, and it sounds like he's waffling. I'm sorry to say this, but it sounds like you can hear the thinking. You can hear the gears turning when he talks. When you think about when he's like someone like
Well, let's start with one Galactic. I don't because I
yeah,
don't know what you're gonna say. How
like
many are you?
one,
How
and then
many?
another one, and then another one. Okay, I'm gonna guess that is a weird mannerism you have.
It
That's what
could
I'm guessing.
be. It could
It
be.
probably is.
Is it the way I say the audacity? Is it the fact that I love green and that I love frogs?
Is it the fact that you say yes and my brain gets hee tickled?
Oh. Oh. Oh.
That's probably one weird thing about me.
So fun fact, the other day I said yes in a new way. that made Badger laugh. I don't even know why, but I just went chess.
Why?
I
Why would you
don't
do
know.
that?
I don't know. We were just talking. I just chess. He was like,
No,
"What?"
but like, okay. So do you decide? Were you just really adventurous,
I guess I don't know.
or was it like was it just like you just said it wrong by accident?
I'm going to
Respectfully decline.
respectfully decline to answer your question. My confidence? What do you mean, my confidence? I have none. Oh, non-existent, but also there. What does that mean?
It's the thing with what Leon said.
If you start talking about my tism if you start talking about my tism guy, we're gonna have problems.
Yeah, I'm gonna take it another way, but like nah.
But
Um,
is it because I don't have confidence, but I'm loud? Is that it?
no, it's
I'm confident that I have no confidence.
well, just like you stumble around, but once you get into something, you just like talk and talk, but in a good way. Like you get really into things.
My punctuation. What about my punctuation?
Oh
Wait, hold
yeah,
up.
that. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Oh, you
Oh
mean how I do this space and then I do the exclamation marks?
yeah.
Listen, I never thought that was weird. You're the only ones that have pointed out that that's weird.
Okay. Also, you gotta consider that her your job as well. That makes it even more weird.
What?
Considering your job, that makes it even more weird.
I do have a job.
No, I said the job that you have also makes that punctuation thing even more weird.
Why?
Because your job is like you're supposed to be like a clear communicator. Which obviously don't get me wrong, that's not clear communication. But it's like
What?
usually it's very professional. You know what I'm saying? Like very professional grammar. And then just randomly like everything's very professional and then just randomly just the punctuation is just off.
I mean, listen,
Yes.
I I don't know. I just always learned to write with a space.
Mm-hmm.
I don't I never thought that was weird, and like in my head there needs to be some kind of space between an exclamation mark and the word,
D,
because
maybe you should make
otherwise
some like
aesthetically it looks weird. The word looks crowded.
D. Maybe you need to have some emotional space from the letters.
I feel
Then
attacked.
you'll be fine.
I feel attacked. Emotionally, I feel attacked.
Mm. Do you feel attacked, duck and weave?
How is
D,
that
wait, wait, wait,
not
wait, wait.
normal? You can't tell me that there's nobody else that you've ever met that leaves a space between a word and an exclamation mark. Aesthetically
D,
speaking, it is superior. Otherwise, the
D,
word is crowded.
D.
Also,
Is
your
it
tone
bad that
inflections
like
can be weird. Sometimes my tone inflections. I mean,
your tone reflection?
bruh, my tone
D.
inflections. What?
Like all my friends have like we gonna stand like lolly like the uh, like of all the friends that you know, Laws has the best English, and she's Swedish.
Okay.
Yeah. Because like you have your special grammar punctuation rules, and then Kimmy
The
has the same rules.
only one that I have is the exclamation mark. That's the only one.
And the question mark.
No, I don't do spaces before question marks because the
You
question
do,
mark no
don't you?
no I don't.
So what is the one then? Is it full stop then? You do another one, I'm sure.
No.
I'm sure you do another one.
No, it's
The
just the exclamation mark.
yeah.
And again, it is for aesthetic reasons. Otherwise the word looks crowded.
Mm.
Don't judge me because aesthetically it makes sense, okay? It makes sense for you to have the exclamation mark have space from the word. It's not crowding the word. It looks better, okay? It looks
Mm.
better. With the question mark is like has like a little curve. It curves away from the word. So aesthetically
D
it makes sense. What?
D just
What?
because just because the word punctuation has the word put in it doesn't mean it has to be. Ah. Oh, but look at my chat,
I give
and
up.
you understand.
I give
Look
up.
at my chat, you understand. If a guy should only if a guy should only raise for 1 hour, huh?
I
Mitch, I
have
don't
more, but
understand.
I'm leaving it there with those. No, now I'm interested. Now I want to know all the weird things that all the things that you find
Mm.
weird about me. Also
Like the thing is,
like
me,
is
I've told all of mine, and it's become the norm.
my tone, what was it? What did you say? My tone
Inflections.
inflections? Like could is that because English is my first language? Is that
Oh,
because I get
good deal.
excited saying certain words? Is that what part is weird of my tone inflections? You know, like I feel bad for picking on me. No, I don't. I'm lying. It's out of affection though. I know you don't feel bad.
Mm.
I know you don't.
Try.
I'm just gonna
I
keep
can't. I can't do that.
nitpicking at the fact that you are a theater kid. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna poke at your theater kidness. That's all I'm gonna do.
Mitch, I respectfully decline. Respectfully, I decline. I will redeem your points. Unless one of
No,
them is a poll idea, I can't do.
Mitch, no. That is a no. No.
Yeah, no.
No. No. First of all, guy does
Like the
not
only
know.
the only way I would do Riz is something I would not do on stream.
Why did it
And
sound
Dave
like
knows
you were
exactly how.
trying to eat your microphone for a minute there?
It needs more pepper.
Oh my god.
Deal thing. Give DCPR. Mitch, run over to Ohio where she lives.
Oh
Even though
yes,
she
to
lives in
Ohio. Yes, go
yeah.
go to
America's all the same,
Ohio.
isn't it? It's all the same
You
place, isn't it? Just
that
like good.
you want chaos, but the kind of chaos that you're asking for is inappropriate chaos. I will not
Yeah.
allow or like
Okay, so yeah.
it is
So you
not
know like how I
okay.
am on VC, how I am with Nico. That is what I'm talking about. So yeah, that'll and also
The
I
tone
can't
is
allow it
very
anyway,
deep.
because
Your voice
you know.
changes with different words and around different people. Oh, that's well, I know that around different people it's probably emotional because I've always done that. Um
Mm,
if depending on like who I'm talking to and like how I feel about them, my tone will change. Like if I'm talking to somebody with authority, my tone will be completely different than if I'm talking to like you. You know what I mean? Or if like I'm like I don't know, it's just it depends on like the kind of friendship or like relationship that I have with someone, my tone will change. And that's just like emotional, I guess. I've just always done that. That's why when
mm,
like I don't like someone, it's kind of hard to hide it because my tone um will very much um show that I dislike the person.
mm.
That or when I'm tired, also my tone,
Do
well
you can I ask you a
depending if I'm
question?
tired or hyper. You go for it.
You know when I say flipping,
Mm-hmm.
you know the times I'm talking about, but do they show excitement or no? Like energy.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I think okay. Because the thing is with me, I can show excitement, but I can't show like basic any other emotion. Which I guess that's a weird thing about me. Like you'll never really know I'm happy. Actually, it's a bit you can tell a bit, but not like I roll. You can't tell when I'm depressed or anything. But then it's like if I'm excited, I can show them. But you read the story, right? Did you read the story?
What story?
I had a mild panic attack,
My
and
Listen, Galactic.
mm,
I was very clear about having unpopular opinions of what makes people or what makes a furry, okay? And people don't want to agree with me because of the stigma behind being a furry, but I am not wrong.
what?
I've had a whole conversation with Galactic about what I like what I consider to be a furry.
Mm.
Because you know how there's different levels of furry.
And yeah, that's fine. Mitch, I don't know any accents. I literally I can't do accents, but I'll try for 30 minutes. I will try. I can't even do a Jamaican accent, which is like the easiest one. I can probably do an Indian one, which is very sad considering I'm Pakistani. That's very sad, but I can probably do an Indian one. Probably. I think that's probably the one that you probably want. Anything else, I'll have literally all it will be an American one. Okay, so I'm just gonna be saying yeehaw. That's it. It's gonna sound exactly normal. There's literally like no difference.
Yes,
Okay, I will
yes,
try.
just say yeehaw at the end
Yo,
of every
y-
sentence and y'all at the start and you'll sound just like
yeah.
every other American out there. It'll be
I also
fine.
have to sound drunk. I have to sound drunk as well a bit.
Oh,
Cause that's what it all sound.
what? Why? But also,
It's like they will.
if you want to know, curious, that we might have to add that topic for a little bit later. Galactic, you didn't. it's it's not weird. It's correct. People just don't get it. Okay. Okay. Continue.
Yo, howdy. Man, uh, my mom, my mama, she, well, that's not D. I don't
Hmm.
know. See, I'm so confused. I'm trying to figure out the story and also, okay. I had a panic attack. Yeehaw. Uh, and and I told my mama to make me food because the call was calm down
Gracias, mami.
the brain, and they all my family didn't believe me and thought I was joking because I showed no emotion. Yeehaw, howdy, cowboy.
Four treats of furry? What do you mean treats?
Do you mean treats or traits? Howdy, Twinkie.
Hi,
How your
Twinkie.
how are you doing?
How's the new job? How are the
This is not guy. This
roommates?
is American person.
Yeah, it's not
This
guy.
is this. Yeah, this is the cowboy that just
Can't you hear
yeehaw,
the y'all and the yeehaw?
yee yee. Wait. They didn't even say it has to be a guy voice. It has to be, this.
some clip. A panic attack yeehaw.
Oh my gosh, like totally, I had a panic attack and like basically totally, like literally, I was like, oh my gosh, oh my goodness. Like, what was it? Was that good?
And yes, Mitch, there are tiers of furry. Oh, your roommates suck? Oh no.
Damn, baby girl. Even though you're a man, you're a guy. Yee yee on the hee hee. I'm not sus. I'm an American. This is how we talk. Yo. Also, this
Not the
cowboy needs to put on a
yee.
timer. This redneck cowboy needs to put on a timer. So the time is gonna be going, but the accent is not. If he doesn't put the timer on.
Wait, why I think you trying to do an accent is forcing you to talk slower.
Yee. Yeehaw. Woohoo, yeah, baby. That's what we talk about. Woo! Also, my channel points,
Twinkie,
there's
have you not
everything.
spoken to that roommate because they just haven't been around or because they've been actively ignoring you?
Listen, Mitch. Listen, honey bun, Mitch. Uh, don't be sorry. Be happy. Everyone is. Uh,
He's actively
be
ignoring you? Why?
damn son.
You're so nice.
Mm.
Clearly, because I don't understand how he could not get along with you.
Me and Twinkie need to have a chat. I don't know how to say it in American. D, I need help.
With what?
D. How do I say I want to talk to Twinkie, but like American?
I want to have a conversation with you. I don't know. I'm not American. Puerto
You're
Rican.
you were colonized by Americans though, weren't you?
Yeah, but English isn't my first language.
That just sounds like an excuse. Ha ha ha.
You're an
Anyway,
excuse.
no, I'm not a mistake. I mean, what? You have an excuse to keep the marriage going. Yes, please. Your homie, Twinkie, your bro, your actually family is British. Yo, man, we should totally hang out across the street, man. You know, chill in the D of the M's
Oh my god.
and chat you up. We should
Guy,
totally do it, but without no
guy,
kush kush though,
say
to
what's
keep it
up,
halal.
dude. What's up,
What's
dude?
up, dude? What's up, dude? What's hanging? How's hanging? Yeehaw. Whoop.
I'm
What in the
dying.
boat?
I'm dying. I'm
Yeah, the
absolutely dying.
CPR. Yeah, the CPR.
Please,
CPR.
somebody, I can't breathe. Bruh, this is too funny.
Listen, I'm an old cowboy. It's hard to find that old cowboy. Find people that
Not Mitch
I'm from
saying
the
that
old.
this is the first time he can
I'm
understand
I'm
you.
from the 60s. We're from a different era. There's not many of us anymore.
You're from the 60s? I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's not
How
just
old
them.
are you?
I'm as old. I'm ageless. I'm like wine. You know.
What's up, dude? Oh,
Yeah, what's up?
what's
What's
up?
up?
What's up?
Dude. Sa. Where the hoes at? Sa.
No, for real. I think that you forcing yourself to try to have an American accent is forcing you to talk slower.
Hmm. Yeah, homie, we can help it out. Now the thing is, okay, so the thing is, I've been trying to do. I keep finding a habit of doing it. I'm gonna pause it for a second. Pause. I'll actually pause the timer. Uh, I need to open my mouth more. As I've realized,
Mm-hmm.
because I open my mouth 1 millimeter. It's like I literally I'm pretty sure like I can still feel my lip when there's like talking, and like because of that, my mouth is open close much, so obviously it is very easy to talk very fast. And then it's the fact that it makes it unclear because there's no, you know,
Yeah.
yeah.
Also, Twinkie, have you made friends at your job? I live in the middle of
Okay,
nowhere. If you
we're
were to
back,
perfect
y'all.
this Southern American accent, talk to me. Oh yeah, you made friends. Also, Galactic. I think I've maybe heard you once use a Southern accent. The person who I've heard use a Southern accent the most has been Robin, and every single time, it is astounding.
What about Leon? I don't know. What about the homie, the Lee, the owl man,
Listen,
the boy?
I said where I thought Leon sounded from, and then he said
Mm,
that's because that's where I am from, and I laughed a lot.
mm. Hi, Rose. How is it hanging?
Rose,
Uh, what?
Rose is here. Not
Yes,
me
we are talking.
having
We are
doing a
doing.
weird voice just to say hello to Rose. Excuse me, hello, Twitch Guru. You
Yeehaw,
want to do
cowboy.
something?
You should see me and now, man. Actually,
I just wrote thee back to Rose. Wow, wow, bro, my brain. I'm just my brain, my brain. Oh.
my brain in the membrane or something. I don't know what song.
Insane in the
Insane. Oh,
membrane.
yeah,
Insane in the
insane.
brain. Insane in the membrane. Insane in the brain. I can't do accents either, guys, so don't feel bad.
Oh, yeah.
Rose, I'm losing my one brain cell that I have right now. I'm losing it. It's dying. What do you mean if you should teach Guy how to talk? You can barely talk. Can I do Espanol? I can do Espanol. What Espanol do you want me to do? Ay, Dios mío. No, Rose, why have you taken my brain cell?
Why the
Ma'am, I was using it. Good night, Eagle.
go
Bananas.
night,
Have good
go night,
sleepies.
go
Oh,
night, cowboy. Hang in there and chill.
suavemente, bésame. Que quiero sentir tus
Hi,
labios besándome otra vez. Suavemente.
hi, Bean. How are you hanging, cowboy? Uh, oh wait. Okay, we're gonna pause the timer.
I knew it.
So
I
right
knew
now,
it.
yeah, right
Rose
now,
is only using me to take my brain cells.
yeah. Bean, currently I'm doing an American accent. Well, even though I'm British Pakistani because I was asked to,
Hola, Bean.
and well, I was given 10 points. They were 10 points. Even though I don't have a redeem for it, I was like, sure.
You got me to sing. Yes, you got me to sing in Spanish.
Yeah.
Which I don't think I've done. So,
Normally I sound like this,
congratulations.
which is normally I sound like this, which is a drowning method. But yeah, I have to yeah talk an American accent, which is not scuffed at all. Am I right, homie? Homie Bean. What's up, the beanie?
I,
How is it? How is it
again,
hanging in the can?
the funniest part is that it's forcing you to talk slower, and Mitch can understand you.
The homie Bean says hi to you. He hollers at you. The Bean is hollering at you. Okay.
Twinkie has more brain cells than all of us combined, okay?
D.
What guy? What?
Bean is hollering at you.
Bean is hollering at me.
Yes.
Holla back, girl. I know, holla back, girl. I don't know why would I do British accent for no
That's
reason, even though I'm Hispanic. Ooh!
you
Hispanic
should you should.
Bean. Hello.
Wait, do you know Bean? Do you know Bean? No.
No, I don't, but they're saying
Okay.
that they're Hispanic.
Nah, I thought
I'm Latina slash Hispanic. Welcome
yes.
in. Welcome in,
This is.
brethren.
Can I get Yin's?
Get yins to say
Yeah.
yins. Thank you for the hydration. I am currently hydrating with static pineapple water.
Yeah, W Latina, homie.
Yes, and I do say that I am Latina slash Hispanic because I'm Puerto Rican, and so I
Mm.
qualify for both.
Mm.
Fancy.
Double. What's it?
I did do yum yums. Who's Yeens? Who? Oh, I can't even say it. Yeens, jeans, Yeens. Thank you for the hydration, Rose. I want head
Jin.
scratches right now. I'm so sad.
That's question, homie.
Here, scratchies, head scratchies, head scratchies,
Do you can
head scratchies. Dun, 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 dun.
D.
Welcome in, Bean. Thank you
Homie.
so much for the follow. Homie, what?
D. Homie.
Yeah,
Homie.
homie.
I think in order to make the how the fuck do I talk to him? So fucking cool. I need help. Bean,
Yes.
help me. Emotional support me, Bean. I need my emotional support, Bean. Your girl, we think that in order to
In order to. I think guys' brain
yeehaw,
just.
cow, yeehaw, yee.
What just
Cowboy.
happened? What just happened?
This cowboy
Yins.
is
It
this
just
this
means you
cowboy
all
is
where I'm
tired.
from. Oh, where are you from? Now I'm curious. Now you got me curious.
Yeah, cowboy, where you hail from?
Butts? What do you mean butts?
He wants to butt in, homie. What do you want to say? Talk to me,
What
talk to me.
in the butt? I said, well, what in the butt? I said, well, what in the butt?
My arm is itchy.
I think we should have chat ask some questions and we can answer
Mm.
them.
Yeah,
Un
talk to us. Talk to me, homie. Talk to us, homies.
Talk to me. Since Rose has taken my brain cell, Rose must ask question. That is your punishment, Rose, for taking my brain cell. I am opening
My stream
questions
is
to chat. Yes, Galactic.
my stream's absolutely dying.
My trip was very interesting. Are you talking about the trip I took flying to Florida or the trip I took at Florida falling in Magic Kingdom? That's two different types of trips. Did I just get patted by a bot? Yes, yes, you did. Somebody got hit patted.
Listen, cowboy, if your brain has bees in it, get some more honey and put in your tea, in your coffee. That's what I say. Suck up all that honey.
That's also how my trip went. I got sick. So that's a thing that happened.
Yeah, homie, you did.
But yeah,
You got
Rose,
hit by what?
you missed me telling the whole story about how a pirate at Magic Kingdom did some bad foreshadowing by calling me Peg Leg Polly and then saying she was glad to see that my leg had grown back, and then I proceeded to almost break my leg. So, yay.
Woohoo.
What
Yeah,
vegetable
baby.
describes y'all's emotional state? Ooh, that's a good question. What vegetable? No, you're fine. You're fine, Twinkie.
A
uh,
potato. Potato.
I don't think you're a potato guy.
No, no, emotional, current emotional spit. Did you say emotional spit? Oh, right. Oh, current emotion. Are you? Wait.
What vegetable describes my emotional state?
The son of I don't spaceman, space bro, aka Galactic Hot Dogs. Spaceman.
I want to be corny and say like
Are
an
we talking about? Are we
onion.
talking about? Yeah. Are we talking? No, we're talking about. Are we talking about current or overall emotional state? Because
Oh,
current is
oh, that
potato.
that is true. That is true. Are you talking about
Yeah.
current emotional state or just like general emotional state? Because general emotional state, I think I might be like a corn on the cob. Current? Right now, I'm going to say Brussels sprout. And I don't know if I have to explain myself. I
You have to.
my current emotional state is Brussels sprout.
I literally have no idea what that means at all. Does that mean that you're green? Okay.
Okay, so
Because the only thing, one thing comes to mind, and I don't think that's what it is. I'm not gonna mention it on stream. So that's like, yeah, at least I have no idea.
okay, Twinkie.
See you later. See you in the 5 minutes, cowboy. GG.
There you go, Mitch. I've reset Sunbot. So basically, I really like Brussels sprouts, right? But a lot of people don't. And Brussels sprouts can get really like stinky if they're not cooked properly. but when they're cooked
Mm.
properly, they're absolutely delicious. And I mean, like, you know, like
Cowboy part.
bacon and
Listen,
glaze and
listen,
all this stuff. But I feel like my
listen,
emotional state is just
mm,
like, depending on how you treat the Brussels sprout, that's how
mm,
you will perceive said Brussels sprout. That's my emotional state.
mm. Listen, home,
I am fragile.
listen, homie. You are what I say you are, punk. Don't.
Oh, oh, Curious has asked the question about what is my controversial opinion about furries. Okay, so I'm gonna preface this by saying that I am a furry. Okay, this is just
Mm.
my very not popular opinion about what is considered a furry. um I'm stronger and taller than you now. Oh god. um
Your homie, you're like 2 years old, homie. Don't play. Don't. I don't play with school, homie.
so there's different levels of furry, right? There's different tiers, different levels. And if you ask me, people who like cat girls, vampires, and werewolves, or any kind of shape-shifting humanoid is a furry, and they just don't want to admit it.
One
That
more time. One more time.
people who like cat girls,
Yeah.
vampires,
Yeah.
werewolves, or any other
Mm-hmm.
kind of like uh shape-shifting humanoid
Mm.
is a furry.
Mm. So I felt like men that wear bugs. I guess. Very happy. Am I a fairy?
Why vampires? Vampires are literal, like they are literally a
They're
predator
bats.
with that turn. They're bats. They're literal predators, have teeth, suck blood, um turn into bats,
Very vitamin D deficient. I'll send up
have
in a fairy. Um,
let me be a vampire beast. That
Listen, you don't get peace without bloodshed, homie. You either get a cut or you get the cut or be cut. Slice and dice. Yee yee.
but yeah, people don't like my opinion on furries. They don't like to be called out. But you know,
As a as a humble cowboy, my opinion. Uh,
I just want to bite someone, only come out at night and be pale with sharp teeth.
yee.
Hi, Queen. Welcome in. Thank you for the lurk.
Howdy, queen of damned queen.
Oh,
Right
well,
here.
Queen just got 2 shout outs. You are never gonna let you down, never gonna run around and desert you, never gonna make you cry, never gonna say goodbye, never gonna tell a lie and hurt you. Thank you so much, Queen.
D, did
Yes.
your podcast just rickroll me? Do you wanna come to the streets, homie?
Yes, I
Do you wanna
just
come?
rickrolled you. Got a problem with it? Welcome
Listen,
back in,
homie.
Logan. You're
You
missing
may
all
have.
the fun.
Listen, there's no. Listen, you can't use the slippers. That's illegal.
You
We
can't.
have nothing on us.
What do you mean? What are you talking
You
about?
can't. You can't use slippers in the streets.
Listen, I will use a chancla, and I will
No.
teach you respect.
Listen, respect the knife. Respect is earned by bloodshed, not by slippers, not by bruises.
I just a little I had a butterfly on my nail and it just came off. I'm so mad.
Uh, oh, by the way, it ended like 5 minutes ago. I just didn't realize.
What
Okay,
ended?
I am back.
Chanclas
The
are
timer.
better than guns, yes. Chanclas are scary.
Hmm.
Some moms can bend it like Beckham with chanclas.
My mum can't do shit with chocolates, and we know this. This is why I
Keep the
have bad
shoe
aim about.
away. I'm having flashbacks. A quick question for an update: are demons furries?
Yes.
I would say that, yeah, that's part. I think that, are they?
Think about it. They have.
Yeah, kind of. If they're like rams, then yeah.
No, but think about it. What's the devil? He's supposed to be a goat, right? He's based on a goat, so it's like that's a furry.
Guy is agreeing with my very weird take on furries. If demons are furries,
I just.
so are angels. I agree. I agree with you, Galactic. I agree with you wholeheartedly.
Do you want to know my controversial take?
What's your controversial take?
I feel like the word fur, like
Mm.
if you're talking about furries, fur, you should always have two R's.
What do you mean?
So if I'm talking about a furry, I'm
Mm-hmm.
talking about their fur.
Mm-hmm.
Anytime I talk about their fur specifically, I should use two R's
Two
for fur.
R's?
For fur, like fur, just fur. Like when I'm saying, oh, I don't know. Let's say you're a fur, right? Let's say
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I shouldn't have fur, so you're useless. Okay, let's say Shindo is a furrier. I
Did
don't
you
know, Nico,
just say
Nico, Nico.
I'm useless? The
You know
absolute
fur.
audacity!
Okay, okay,
What's
okay.
your question, Galactic? Before
Yeah,
I kill Guy.
yeah, useless furry. In the worst way possible. Listen, Aaron. I will say yee every time you say yo.
Yes, they hurt more than anything, but sometimes they itch, or at least the may. I think it's like the veins around it that itch more than anything.
My bones have never itched in my life. I had like time of my life, my gums would start itching, but I don't know.
I know
But
my bones will hurt. Like if it rains and it gets really cold, my what is it?
Aaron,
My like
you
ankles
you'll
will
never be
hurt
crazy.
a
We
lot.
established this. Did you use the GGT? Have you ever watched Always Sunny in Philadelphia?
Have I ever
Have you
watched
ever
what?
watched Always Sunny in Philadelphia?
No, I have not. Also, I will always
Okay.
validate you, Galactic.
Aaron, have you watched Always Sunny in Philadelphia?
My theater kid king. Or prince? Yes.
Not even that. Just like future, in 100
Theater
years when he's
prince.
born, when he's finally born, he'll be a thingy prince.
Do you want to
Do
change anything
you?
about your sunbot? I just I just updated you. I don't what why do fools fall in love? What? Now I'm
Because
confused.
they love to fool. Because they love to fool, so they have to fool to love. That's fun. Follow. I don't know. But yeah, basically, there's a guy in there called uh, I forgot his name. Never mind. Okay, so there's a guy in there, yeah, and always hint at him being a serial killer, but he never is. That's what Ivan is. Like everyone thinks like he seems crazy, but he just not really. Like no, he just like you go to his room, you pretend to be crazy or weird, and then he just like normal. Like I've told Ivan before, I just think it's a stereotype. A lot of him is just stereotype. It's
I,
very in the box.
I want to try to hold on. I want to try to do a crown in the chat for
What else I was gonna say? I forgot what I was gonna say before. Oh yeah. So like for example, Joe Shinro, yeah, or Nico.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm saying like, oh, their fur is so nice, when I say fur, I have to say 2 hours. That's my controversial take.
Huh.
What do you think?
I mean, if that's what you want to do.
No, that's what required. It must be forced by law.
That
And
must be must be forced by law. Damn
anyone
it,
who doesn't
Mitch!
deserves anyone who doesn't deserves capital punishment.
Mitch, stop!
Like
I'm
shot in the back
trying.
of the
I
head.
was trying to make a crown in chat for Galactic, and I suck at this. I suck at chat drawings.
Also, Bean, now we can actually talk. Were you the one that joined my Discord server? And if so, welcome.
That's not a crown. Never mind. I fail. You got a lot of hearts, Galactic.
Yeah, you are. I mean, you like 5 traits. You have like 5 traits, and then just a stereotype
Where'd you
into
get
one of
that
them.
crown?
That's my emo. Haha, Jake. Imagine it was. Like randomly, this buggy moth at a random crown. Just for no reason.
Just for no reason.
Just why not? Uh, I will tell you that after stream. It sounds mean. It sounds just like not mean, but it's like I have to work out how to phrase it. I can tell you in DMs.
Galactic's asking what are his traits.
That's the thing. I'll say off the stream.
Oh, okay, after stream.
Yeah. Because if I say it on stream, it'll sound very mean. Either very mean, or it could be seen as offensive, but it's not. It could be seen. So I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna not risk it.
Risk it for the biscuit.
Nah.
Any more questions from chat?
Alright, sure. I'll just search to be a name on stream. No, not on stream, on Discord, rather than flipping your username.
What's the meaning of life 42? That's the meaning of life 42. I'm not amazing. $42 is the only answer to that question. Anybody who disagrees does not understand.
To what?
So what's the meaning of life?
42.
42.
Is that like the month times by 3, divided by 1, divided by the fact that my phone's 1% charge?
No.
Is it the 41? Is it like 41 then 1 in the Bible? Or Romeo and Juliet?
Mm-mm.
I see.
No.
So what you're trying to say is that you're a fairy. I see.
What I'm trying to say is what?
You're a failure of a furry.
I'm a
Do you want
I'm a fil-
do you,
I'm a what of a furry?
failure of a furry
A
as a
failure
furry
of a why
as
am
a
I a
furry?
failure?
Do
Do a what?
frog noise. Do a frog noise.
Ribbit. That's the
No.
closest I can do.
There you go. What do you think, chat? What's your opinion?
You do realize that frog, like, my frog persona is not my furry persona.
No, I don't know.
They're not one and the same.
Seriously. What's your persona in DMs if you don't see here?
I
It's
never
private then.
chose one. I have a cat persona, yin persona, and I have like three others that are, oh, and a bunny one. Those are my three main. I have a personalized yin avatar that I use as one of my furry personas. Hey, galactic one! Guy just went silent.
Yes. I am very sad.
Yes, Mitch. Why are you sad? What is one book that you read but regret reading? Ooh! Ooh!
I have read like five
Okay.
books.
Okay. So, there's this book called Maria. It is a novela. It is long
What?
and winded and absolutely just the most horrifying story you could ever encounter.
For
And
me, like
it
any
is only challenged by Cien Años de Soledad, which is 100 years
dumb.
of solitude.
Mm.
They're just so long and literally long-winded. Like, Maria has a chapter that is solely about describing a cup of coffee. A whole chapter. We're not talking 5-10 pages, no. We're talking like 50 pages of describing a cup of coffee. I stand by my truth that that is one of the worst books that I've ever read. What kind of books do I like to read? Um I haven't read books in a while. I actually have one next to me that I've been wanting to start reading. Um and ad. Guy, are you there?
Yep. Hello, hello. Oh,
Oh my god. Ah!
are you in fear?
I kicked my desk. I kicked my
Mm.
desk. Thankfully, not with
Are
my
you
leg that I almost broke.
are you kicking it? You kicking it back?
I can't kick it back. It's just gonna kick me in response.
Mm.
Yes, Mitch. What is your question? I'm waiting for the ads to be over. Guy, why are you being so quiet? You just literally
Uh,
just.
that's because I'm busy someone. Uh, da, da, da.
Can you do a poll of what color of pistachio I should get? I mean, you can ask yourself. You already have the black and white one. So yeah, I like books about like mythology and uh I don't know. I look at a book and there are just some books that are just I look at them and I go, "Yes, this is a book I want to read." Mostly they are either like adventure, um I haven't read much romance, and I don't mean smut. I mean just like
Oh,
romance. I haven't read much
reason.
romance. Um Mythology is great. The book that I want to start reading is called Circe. Circe, yeah. By Madeline Miller. It says author of the Song of Achilles. And I got this one because I read the little description in the back, and it says, "In the house of Helios, god of the sun and mightiest of the Titans, a daughter is born. But Circe is a strange child, not powerful like
Yeah,
her
woohoo.
father, nor viciously alluring like her mother. Turning to the world of mortals for companionship, she discovers that she does possess power, the power of witchcraft, which can transform rivals into monsters and menace the gods themselves. Threatened, Zeus banishes Circe to a deserted island where she hones her occult craft and crosses paths with many of the most famous figures in all of mythology, including the Minotaur, Daedalus, and I have no idea if I said that right, and his doomed son, Icarus, the murderous Medea, and of course with wily Odysseus. But there is danger too for a woman who stands alone, and Circe unwittingly draws the wrath of both men and gods, ultimately finding herself pitted against one of the most terrifying and vengeful of the Olympians. To protect what she holds dear, Circe must summon her strength and choose once and for all whether she belongs with the gods she is born from or the mortals she has come to love. Funny you mentioned mythology. That's my major. Oh, is it? I've always loved mythology, specifically like like Greek mythology. I love the Greek pantheon. Um, my I have like a preference towards like at least four Greek gods. No, what? What are you laughing at? I feel attacked.
No, I told Aaron DMs. Rosa Red Bestie is what your mum said.
Bruh.
Can your mum call me Bestie?
Good night, Mitch. Have good
Good night, Mitch.
sleepies.
Wait, where did you... Oh, the change DMs.
No, he just said in the chat.
Oh, right, yeah, yeah.
But yeah, that's the book that I've been wanting to read. I have it in my hands. I'm ready to start reading it. I don't know why I haven't started. And I've been every single time I want to start, my brain goes, "No, but you're so busy." And then I don't. But I want
Also,
to.
D.
Yes.
So I'll tell you a story about my relationship with books.
What's
So
your
I used to
relationship
read
with books?
I was forced to read like fiction books,
Okay.
like most kids are, and it was like because like I have like that brain, like I can just I have like predictive brain, like pattern recognition. That
Yeah.
even though it's my ability to take patterns in any meaningful way is dog shit, but I guess in books is fantastic, which is actually detriment because it means you can't enjoy it properly. But yeah, because of that, I would like guess the entire storyline of a book instantly, especially this one series that is the only series I somewhat liked, and I would be able to tell the entire story based off the first book, and
Nice.
I can still tell you the entire yeah. Until you realize it was
That's a
so fucking boring, I would
superpower.
get headaches. I would get legit headaches reading. But my parents would force me to read. I would literally, my dad would be like, read a book, yeah? I'd be in my room. He would go back to his room, chill for a second. I would run, like start full on sprinting downstairs and run out of the house. Just stop reading. Also
Damn.
keep in mind, also keep in mind that I am like terrified of my dad all the time during that point. So
Oh God, that's
Like
not
the
nice.
fact that I'm running. Because I don't like books to me so long. That's how like I literally like I try to get back into books still, and I got like headaches when I
Yeah.
read like fiction. But then now like I started reading light novels. I'm like alright with it. So it's just like very boring books, I guess. So I was like so bored I was getting headaches.
Damn. I Most of my books were from my school reading lists because I don't know how it is in the States or where you are, Guy, but at least in my school, we would get a list of like 10 books and we would have to read them all before school started.
Oh no, we never had that. Yeah, it's like American and UK system is very different. Though we did have like English, but then it's like
Well, I don't,
they would
again, I
do
don't
that
know
to
if
us.
that's just tell a guy to leave my mother. Son,
Listen,
leave Galactic's mom alone.
she's the one who called me bestie, even though I asked her to, but I didn't force her. I only asked her once nicely, not even nicely. I just said,
Bruh.
can you ask your mom to call me bestie? And she said yes, and she called me bestie. And also, I don't call me bestie like twice. Like I don't like you call me bestie too much now. Take a break. You can be too obsessed with me. Call me bestie all the time. Uh,
Galactic, say hello to Queen's spawn point for me.
and also tell Thingy, tell your mom your bestie says hi.
Guy, when I was
Like like
saying I don't
once.
know how it
Mm.
is in the States is because I'm pretty sure that the school system in Puerto Rico is different.
Oh yeah, yeah. True. I just assume all the time they're from America. I don't know why. It's like I literally always assume from America, and then I hear like you're talking something about Puerto Rico, and I'm like, oh wait, never mind. She's not from America. She's from Puerto Rico. He gaslight. Listen, what is gaslighting? What are you talking about? What is gaslighting? Huh? Huh? How can I do something that I don't know how to do? Huh? What is gaslighting? Huh?
Are
Like
you
I think you're trying to
gaslighting
trick me. Are you trying to trick me to do something? Like
are
you
you
know?
gaslighting them into thinking that you don't know how to gaslight?
Huh? What do you
Thank
say,
you,
D?
Galactic.
What do you say, D?
I'm saying, are you gaslighting
Huh?
them into thinking that you don't know how to
Huh?
gaslight them?
Yeah, what? Huh? You say something, D.
Yes.
Huh? Huh?
I'm
Say something.
asking you.
Say something.
I'm
Hello?
asking you,
Hello? D? Hello? Huh?
son,
Hello? D? D?
son,
Check DMs.
son, son. Also, I never had that book thing, but my situation is different. What book thing?
Hello? Hello? D? Are you there, D? D? D?
Son! Stop it!
D? Check DMs.
I did!
D?
Ah.
Hello? Are you there? D's gone.
Hello, Moto.
I think she's like, dude, we should talk about D, but trash about D. You know D, she's so cringe. Oh my god, she's like so perfect. You,
I'm
like so
cringe.
bad. Yeah, it's like so amazing and cool. You, and perfect.
I
There's like nothing
am the
wrong. This is
cringiest of cringes.
yeah, because you're too amazing. Yeah, yeah. It's like, oh my god, that is so weird. Like imagine being amazing, cool, awesome, amazing, nice. It's like
Guy, when I catch you, guy, when I catch you, I swear we shall.
Aaron, here's what's gonna happen. Yeah,
Oh,
I'm gonna grab
welcome
you. Yeah,
in! Wait, JG Science? Welcome in. Thank you so much for the follow.
I'm gonna grab you. Yeah, and I'm just gonna say that's what I'm
What
gonna do.
should I call
I'm just gonna
you?
hold you, and you're gonna be
JG?
like really grunt. You're gonna be like, oh, let me take down guy, let me take down guy, and I'm just gonna be standing there, just chilling. And then
I
30
don't
seconds later, you
understand
can stop.
why my follower alerts aren't working.
The visual ones, or the
Yeah,
pings, or
the pings,
uh,
all like the sound, it's not doing the sound, it's not doing the
uh,
thing popping up. I don't know what's happening.
have you tried using a new link, like refreshing it? Like, I would say just try
Niche.
using your link. Just in, you don't have
Oh.
to add
Brah, brah.
the same thing. Oh, oh, you don't have
Yes.
to like re-add all the individual
I'll
code.
I'll check it later because I don't understand why it's not working.
Yeah. I don't think mine has been working either. Actually, no, I don't think about it.
Actually,
Actually, I
should
don't
I
even know.
just check
We'll see.
in the sound alerts to see if there's something wrong with it because I don't
Mm.
understand. But yes,
That's
welcome in. Thank you so much for the follow.
Fun fact, guys. Did you know that uh Galactic is actually the letter X? Yeah, he's actually a letter. Totally, totally. So, Aaron, how what's manipulation then? What's
Okay,
gaslighting?
so it's working. I hear it, but I can't see it.
Is that like a stove or something? Also, I added more. I see.
I can't see
I only
it.
have one. I actually
Why
have
can't I
two,
see it?
but I can't. You don't understand. It makes absolutely no sense. Because cultural differences you won't.
Also, they added
D.
more funny nicknames to my phone contacts. Ooh. Tell me more about
D.
your funny nicknames. Yes. Yes, guy. Yes.
There
Yes.
was
Yes,
okay. So
son.
one of my I will I had them on my name as the in the Urdu for like how you say it in Urdu goat. His name sounded a bit like it. So I would call him goat. Is that good to know?
I'm gonna be
That
really
then
honest. I'm gonna be really honest,
you have no
son.
idea what I said.
I have no idea what you just said because my brain just completely shut off.
I see. I see.
Like, have you ever
No, the
had
fact
those
of it.
moments where you're you know there's sound happening, but your brain just refuses to like process it, so you have no idea what just happened. That's what just happened to my brain.
Huh? What do you say?
I don't know. What did I say?
No. I was joking. I was saying like it happened to me as well. Pretending it happened to me sometime.
Yeah, that is exactly what just happened to me, and that was
Yeah.
I did not hear anything. I did not process anything
Also,
you just said.
actually, no money. Yeah, but I said there's a friend of mine. Well, ex-friend. Like I don't really. Yeah. Uh, I have him in my like my phone as goat because his name sounds like goat in Urdu. It's a bit comical. You can't really tell because of cultural differences, language differences. You won't understand what the hell the joke is. So I'm not going to saying it, but yeah.
Uh,
Baby girl, diet gear. Yeah, you told me that.
I just want to point out that somehow I was trying to itch my nose and you could literally see it happening with my VTuber. I didn't know my VTuber could move like that.
Mm.
That was weird.
Mm.
Literally after I ask someone a question my mind just goes, "Ah, yes. Baby girl, diet gay, teddy bear furry." Oh, and one I won't say here because I'll be side-eyed. Oh no. Galactic. What? Bombastic side eye. um, Guy, I'm gonna ask one of the questions from the thing if nobody in
Sure,
chat has
sure.
another question.
Yeah, sure.
If
And
you,
also my sister.
huh?
I told them. I told everyone already, but on my phone I have well not my the current like contact name, but my old contact name for my sister was immigrant. Which also makes no sense considering obviously we're sisters and also the fact that she's whiter than me. So there's like no real if she was
What?
like if you were like say like my older sister, she's like clearly brown,
Okay.
like it's complexion. So it makes sense if I called her immigrant. But my sister who's like like either it depends on the person, either they say they're the same thing color as me. My uncle will call her English lady because she just looks white. And yeah, I'll call her immigrant on my phone. That's normal, right? That's
Yep. Mm-hmm. Totally normal. Definitely.
yep, yep, yep. Yep, 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 yep. I'm right, chat. I'm right, chat. Can I get a yep, 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 yep? Oh
Does
no.
anybody else in chat have any questions for us?
Ba, ba, ba.
Favorite band? Oh, I mean, Guy can't really answer this one.
Mhm. I
Uh,
could do. I could.
I think I
I
told
could
you
do
already
like.
that Queen was my favorite band.
Mm,
It's between Queen and the Beatles.
mm. Can I choose the Beatles just by like the only ones I know right now, or the Queen's? Because you just said it. The Beatles and the One Direction and the Beatles.
Oh my
The
God,
name
One
of the Beatles sounds
Direction.
the cooler. Sounds the coolest. So I guess not really. Doesn't sound cool, but it sounds the cool out of the three. So technically, my favorite would be the Beatles.
I mean, you've heard me sing songs from the Beatles,
Honestly,
but I don't know if
I,
you've
I,
if
I,
your brain
yeah,
processes what I'm singing.
yeah. My brain doesn't process anything. I understand this half the time. I go through life watching it like it's The Simpsons. So yeah,
What do you mean, like it's The Simpsons? Because I feel like
like I'm
some.
a pink.
Go for it.
Hmm?
No, no, go, go.
Like with the symptoms, you're not really paying much attention to it. It's just like dumb and it's very simple. And even though life is complex, a lot of times I'll just treat it like it's very simple and dumb.
Mm. I for me, it's like,
I'm like a narcissist, but with life.
do
It's
you
all.
know the cartoon, like the Peanuts? I think it's what it's called, with like Snoopy and all.
Uh, no. I
It's
have heard of
old.
Snoopy, but I have
Okay,
not.
well,
No.
if you ever catch a glimpse of those, in
Mm.
the cartoons, whenever an adult would talk, because all the main characters were kids. Sorry. When the adult would talk, it would sound like. And I feel like that's what happens in my brain a lot.
Mine used to be like, it used to be like that. Now it's just like I have less care, I guess. You know, it doesn't fully zone out, but it's like
Oh my god, I was gonna
because I
sneeze
care
again.
less,
Whew,
I'll forget.
sorry.
Like less emotional reaction. It's not like I zone out. Though that I don't know, like when I zone out conversations, it does happen sometimes. But it's like it's not like wop wop wop. Cause like when it goes like wop wop wop,
Wah,
it
wah,
is
wah, wah.
like that's like when you have like 90% attention or 80% attention, and you like basically zoned out. I used to be like that, but now it's just like 100% not zoned out. It's just Have I got my pants on? Is everything okay? Not that extreme, but you know.
Yeah. Sorry,
Exactly.
stretching.
Pop, 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 pop. No,
Wah,
no, whoa,
wah,
whoa,
wah,
whoa.
wah, 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 wah.
No, pop, 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 pop.
Wah,
Okay,
wah, wah,
because
wah,
of
wah, wah, wah.
Futurama.
Ah.
Futurama. Pop, 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 pop.
Also, Twinkie, are you, when you said you wish you knew more of their songs, are you talking about the Beatles? You should watch Across the Universe. That's a really good movie.
Shall I sing a Beatles song?
What?
D. Shall I sing a Beatles song?
You want to sing a Beatles song?
Yeah, yeah. Beatles. I love the books.
Thank you for the
Da, 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 da.
hydration,
There you go.
Rose.
Exactly. See. Are you guys impressed?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Very impressed by your Beatles song.
Mm. It's just very lucky. I don't know today. I guess like you're keeping me from like dropping my filter. Like if you weren't here, this stream would be a lot more dark. Like a lot more dark.
Is it
It'd
because
be
my
horrifying.
presence is lighting up your life?
Yes.
Oh God, Sociopath and your favorite Beatles song. Okay. Well, here we go.
Sociopath. Uh, what? Oh.
My favorite Beatles
Huh?
song. Let's see.
What do you mean? Like your favorite sociopath and your favorite Beatles song?
No. Yes.
What?
His
Oh,
my favorite sociopath. Oh God, that's so hard to choose my favorite Beatles song.
We know wait. So is he your favorite sociopath? What? I'm so dumb. Help me. Do you help me? I'm confused. Help me. I'm just a dyslexic child. I need help.
I
I'm a mere dyslexic
sociopath. I
child.
don't know what song sociopath is. Okay, I don't
Oh
know.
right. No, I don't. Yeah, I was like I know like I've seen it on like YouTube shorts. Oh, and he's a sociopath. Something I don't know. He's a damn sociopath. Like a girl sings it. I know. A girl sings it. I don't know. It's high pitched. Which obviously that's like most girls. So that is a really. It's not very descriptive, but you know. He's a damn sociopath.
I can't choose a favorite Beatles song because they're all so good. Even the really ridiculous ones. I better be y'all's favorite sociopath. Yes, Galactic. You are my favorite sociopath. You and you alone. You never listened to Queen?
I never listened to Queen either. See, me and Twinkie, they be besties now. They never listened to Queen either. Queen. I relapsed. D,
Huh?
I relapsed.
Don't relapse. What are you relapsing into?
I just called someone bestie. That's not a friend.
Oh no.
Remember, I said I was gonna stop this.
Who are you calling bestie?
I'm sick. I just called Twinkie bestie. I said that we both have listened to Queen. We're
But
besties now.
Twinkie is a bestie.
D.
Twinkie's a bestie.
I've never even. I don't even know who best Twinkie is.
You do know who Twinkie
Twinkie.
is.
No, I don't. If I
Yes,
met
you
Twinkie
do.
before.
You've been in VC at the same time as Twinkie, and I'm pretty sure we've played
Okay.
together.
No, well, Fuzz. I've never played Fuzz. Right? You haven't played Left 4 Dead. Wow, me too. Let's go. Woohoo.
Serial
Oh,
killer.
Twinkie. Let me send you a thingy.
Okay. Well, considering
I need to send Twinkie my thingy, my party VTubers, and then he'll understand the part being illusion. The good understand Twinkie is I'm actually a metamorph. But even though I have a human skin on my neck, registered like kind of, but it's fine. Shh.
okay. So Blackbird from the
Damn,
Beatles is not
that's such a
necessarily my
surprise.
favorite song, but it is a song from the Beatles that I wanted to get a tattoo inspired of. Mostly because I feel like for a lot of my life I felt that I've been kind of stuck and tied down, and Blackbird is definitely about finally, being set free, or at least that's what it is to me. Um I'm sorry for interrupting you, guy.
Man, go good. I was joking. Oh, drop your phone.
I'm just gonna very quickly sing Blackbird to
Uh,
redeem to for the redeem. Hold on. I'm very sorry because my throat is not the greatest right now because I'm still sick.
uh,
Blackbird singing in the dead of night. Take these broken wings and learn to fly. All your life, you were only waiting for this moment to arise. Blackbird singing in the dead of night. Take these sunken eyes and learn to see. All your life, you were only waiting for this moment to be free. Blackbird fly. Blackbird fly into the light of the dark black night. Bird fly, blackbird fly into the light of a dark black night.
Oh, okay. I didn't even realize that. Oh, okay. 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 Did you know that? Okay.
Blackbirds singing in the dead of night. Take these broken wings and learn to fly all your life. You were only waiting for this moment to arise. You were only waiting for this moment to arise. You were only waiting for this moment to arise. Sorry. I know my throat is not, like, my voice is not the greatest. I did try though. Sorry. I feel like I interrupted your conversation.
I was I having a conversation? I don't even know. I was just listen, Margaret Robbie is my favorite serial killer. Margaret Robbie.
Margot Robbie.
What do you think? Yeah,
What about Margot Robbie?
my favorite serial killer.
Also, how do you
Is
get all the ladies, Twinkie? What are you talking about? Are you talking about Blackbird? Are you saying that Blackbird is uh the way to get all the ladies?
make sure you include in if you're doing cover, make sure he does.
Uh Galactic, I don't even know how to, like, I don't know how to even edit videos. I don't know how I would do covers. And I don't even think I'm good enough for covers. But also, what serial killer song are you talking about? There's one by Moncrief Judge, one by Elise, one by Cherry Saint, and one by Elita.
Aaron, what have you done? Oh no, mind is odd. I'm gonna go to Aaron. I'm gonna take ice cream.
You're gonna drink iron? What?
No, I'm gonna get Aaron. I'm gonna take his spleen.
Oh, you're saying Aaron.
Mm.
I thought you were saying iron, and I was like, what?
Mm. You are good enough. Yeah, true facts, facts.
You're good enough. You're
D,
the greatest. No. Yes.
D,
Yes.
D. Is your face okay? Is your face okay?
Is my face okay? Why? What's wrong with
Mm.
my face?
Because that fact hit hard. That fact hit hard.
The facts
That
hit
you are.
hard.
Mm. How about you being good enough? No,
The
they
fuck.
laugh.
The
Could you
facts
laugh at?
don't. The facts don't hit hard. The facts don't hit
Yeah.
hard. There's nothing wrong
Mm.
with my face.
Okay. So what you're trying to say is that not only is it true, but also your face is okay. Good. Good. You're not denying it. Okay, you're not denying it. That's fine. Okay. Uh, welcome back, chat. Also, yeah. So Aaron, um, bro, give me your spleen. Aaron, spleen, please. You are being punished for saying yay with one A. Give me now. Let me just use the command. D,
Unspleen? Why are you trying to unspleen Galactic?
because he did yay with one A. He must have a spleen. Don't really go to a good place. The trash. Yeah, and I also need the A, the double A. That's like irrelevant, isn't it? Eye for an eye, spleen for an A. You know. Don't even know. You can't vote. You're not old enough to vote. You're not old enough to decide. If you, you're British, it cancels out. Well, I'm also Indian, so well Pakistani, but yeah, but that also increases the benefits that I have. You know, the drinking hot tea even though it's scalding outside. The eating curry.
Now I
You know.
remember this song that Galactic wants me to sing.
Mm.
I didn't sing it last time because it has a lot of uh
N-word.
tone changes. It has a lot of tone changes. So I'm gonna
So what
listen
are
to
you
it
gonna do?
while we're talking so I can learn it.
Mm.
Any
I
more
will. I
questions
will.
from chat?
Should I do some 20? Should I practice 20 changes as well? Hello. That's his loudness, but yeah, it's the same thing. Hello. You get it right. Is that good enough? Quote unquote galactic. Is that good? Also, if you're wondering why I'm saying quote unquote, it's because I call him Aaron. Or Aaron. Galactic or Arrow. I heard you.
I listen, I sang. I did what I could with what my voice is letting me do at the moment, which is not much. But yeah, it's okay. It wasn't a it wasn't a long song, and there's another song I have to sing, which I'm listening to
Mm.
currently, trying to learn it.
Yeah, it's the, you know.
But yeah, I know you probably wouldn't be able to hear him play, but Twinkie's a really like good guitar player. He
Mm.
streams it sometimes.
Do what you should do? You should do a cappella for me. You should like do his guitar a cappella.
Me singing
Let's
without
get
music is a cappella.
no, him. He should do a cappella of guitar noises. Like
Just do his guitar playing a cappella.
yeah. I don't really know what guitar sounds like, 'cause, lack of reference. Not that I've never heard it, but I don't. Listen, it's not gibberish. It's just your brain. Actually, no, I'm gonna stop being mean. It's because I'm speaking gibberish. Ha 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 ha. Ha. Yeah. Nothing mean. Ha ha ha. Yeah. Alright, take care. Take care, Mitch.
Twinkie, are you gonna start streaming again soon? Or are you still trying to think of the setup? Like, does your room accommodate streaming? I guess that's what I'm really asking.
Oh, streams fast as well. Okay, I can watch your streams.
Your computer's still in the mail? No way. How long has it been in the mail?
And why not the female? Ha ha ha. No, no,
What?
no. I
What?
said, and why not in the female?
What about a female?
And why not in the female? Why in the male?
Oh, damn.
Ah,
Damn. I
ah,
missed that
ah.
completely. It's been
Like
in
how
the
you just
mail for 3 weeks. That's why that's literally my worst nightmare. I don't I don't I don't want to think about that.
mm,
Sorry, I'm really getting into this song now.
mm,
But yeah, that's literally my worst fear of trying to move and trying to move my computer with me. That is literally my worst fear of like mailing it and just having it be lost in the mail or just be in the mail for weeks at a time. Sorry, I'm this song is really nice.
I
I
got a
have a Switch
Switch.
and a guitar to entertain me. Well, that's true.
Nice.
What are you playing on your Switch? You're struggling the most without a car. I mean, oh yeah, because you're things aren't
I
really
sang
walking
that
distance from
song.
you, are they, Twinkie? You sang it for a talent show. Is there video of this? Is there video evidence? Please say yes.
Do you need help?
What do you need help with?
I am become addicted. Anytime Aaron mentions his age, I always have to insult him for it. I feel the need.
He's gonna be
Those
16
days
soon.
know.
He's gonna be closer to being able to kick your butt legally.
Mm, actually, would it be the other way around? D.
Huh?
Wouldn't it be the other way around? Bill knows how to kick his butt
I guess.
legally, because
Yeah,
he can always kick my butt. Even if it's two, he
that's
kick.
true. That's
Mm,
true. He's getting
mm,
closer for you to try to kick his butt and then for him to kick yours.
mm. When I see you soon. Also, D, what did you just say? I completely zoned out. I said yeah, but that was not
No,
intentional.
I literally didn't say anything. You were saying
No,
something.
no, no. You were saying about his age or something
Oh, wasn't I just saying that
about voting.
he's gonna be closer to
Legal age, and
a
then
legal age for you to try to kick his butt and then for him to kick yours?
yeah, sure, that'll happen. He uses up and DD. He uses up. I'm not even gonna kick his ball. I'm just gonna like we. It happens the same every time. I just hold him. That's it. Just hold on
Honestly,
to him.
I'm kind of ready, even if we don't have any girls included. I'm kind of ready to just finish everything up that we were doing with um the kids on bikes so we can
Mm,
actually stream that.
mm.
You need to tell me when you'd be available for that.
I've got to get extension. So it depends.
It's
If I
not gonna
get
happen
it done,
now, so it's probably I'll probably wait until after you're done with your assignments.
mm, it's okay. I have a high advantage and a strength. It is a matter of mission. I mean, I have leverage advantage.
Height and strength advantage, nice. Yeah, I've been wanting to finish that, but you know, things happen, life happens. Sorry, I'm messaging Badger.
Uh, Mitch, if you're here, check DMs.
B, can you wake me when stream is over, please? I can try. I have long limbs and the bonus perk of American. Wait, why is being an American a perk for a fight? I need to know.
Guns.
Research purposes.
Guns and steroids. Probably. Yeah, you won, Logan.
Okay, I think I might be ready to sing this song. Oof.
Mm,
So again, I'm very sorry because I know that it's gonna sound terrible, but I am trying.
Lies. Aaron,
Shush.
Minardi. Okay.
Don't 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 fight me on this. It's not gonna sound good.
Why the smoke? Why smoking? There's smoke.
What
Is
do
a
you?
certain person's pants on fire? Is a certain person's pants on fire from lying? I can smell smoke. Very strong smell of smoke. Burning leather from the chair.
She got something
What
that
else?
the
Is it?
Hmm?
Wait, what?
No. Keep
Yeah,
going.
go.
Keep going. No, keep going. Keep going.
Mm.
What about my pants on fire?
I can smell the burning leather. I can smell. Oh, never mind. That's just the mom's cooking. Never
The
mind.
American
It's not.
spirit runs through my veins. Rawr. The American education system taught me to fight like a champ.
Mm.
Is this from you guys trying to protect yourselves from bullies? Like what is going on up there? What is and I do say up because, you know, my island, like you guys are up here and I'm down here. Like what is going on there? What is happening?
Also, I'm
You throw people around for fun. I mean, I used to I forgot the
You
word.
know what? You know what? For Aaron's ego, I'll pretend that I don't do that. Oh,
See, now
I'll
I need
pretend that
video
he's me.
evidence of you throwing people around for fun.
D do you remember the thing I said about Leon?
No, I did not hear what you said about Leon.
No, not about Leo. Like I was like, no, to Nico and to you. What's it
Curious,
called? What's it called?
what?
Remember, man.
What do you mean? What the hell? What is going on
Remember
in the public school system? What is that?
D.
Yes.
Oh, like remember I told you that I had my balls in my cousin's face.
I
Cause I got him in a chokehold with my thigh, not my thigh, my what's it called again? My calf, calf. How do you pronounce it? Calf, American calf,
calf?
calf.
I don't know what you're talking about. Are you talking about a leg?
Yes.
A calf?
Mm. Yeah, I just like I somehow ended up choking him with that.
You can't carry around a screwdriver anymore. Yes, son. Also, this is all very, very concerning.
Oh, do you know something funny?
I used to spar for fun, but my
Yeah,
life was
I
never
can't spell.
in danger
I I can't
until
spell.
I went to
Okay.
college. And then it was. And then I ended
Did
up
you know?
having to kick men in certain areas. Yes?
Yes. Yeah, I can't spell outside of like special areas because like with me, I have like I think I've told you this before. I have very poor grace. I have like no grace basically at all. Like, don't like. Did expect if you're asking me to move furniture, I expect like 4 things broken. And
If
there's a story that I will not get into. A certain thing about me almost. You know that I've told you the story about the bricks and my dad. My dad and the bricks. I've told the story.
I do not know
I probably
anything
told.
about your dad and bricks. I'm.
Okay.
Why is everybody
I
coming out
I
with all the concerning stories now?
I will think about it for like minutes. I'll let you know. But basically, yeah, I have like way too shit grace to be able to spar. Because what happened is it's not that I'm like super strong, but it's like I can't control my power at all. So I'll just like bonk you with like 30% power when I'm meant to do
Yeah,
like 5% or 1%. Which is like 30% is not a lot, but you know when you're playing around,
yeah.
it's kind of a cunt thing to do now. Not cunt, but you know, bad thing to do. A mini poopy head thing to do.
Whoopee head.
Mm. Also, Mitch the DM.
Yeah, I checked.
I don't know
Or
if you saw that. Yeah,
I
yeah, addressed it.
already went and checked.
Mm. You already
Um,
addressed and then addressed it.
you like to joke about it.
About the stubborn.
They tried to build a vape shop right by my school. Well, I wonder why.
Mm.
I wonder why. I thought vaping was prohibited in schools.
Yeah, we could just sneak in there. It's not hard.
I guess.
Wait. So, Aaron, did your school have a metal detector? Mm. Mm. The thing is, if I told the story, people will be very concerned. Like, it
Uh,
might not feel that safe around me.
okay. How about I just
So,
sing the song that I have to
yeah, just do
sing?
that. Yeah,
Yeah,
do that.
just give me a minute.
Actually, you know what? I'll be back in like
Okay.
5 minutes anyway. I
Okay.
will take yeah.
She got something like a poison. The way you hit me got me frozen. I love you. You say you hate me at the moment. Could take my life without a warning. No, I know it ain't true. Oh my god, I'm so bad. Addicted to the taste of your blood red lips and zinc in your fingertips. I tighten the news whenever with you. Could never let you know. My lover is a serial killer. She don't need no trigger because not she's heartless. She stole my heart, it's true. My lover is a serial killer, but I always stay with her. Coolness is a thing you do, but I love you. I love you. I've got to cut through my own American psycho. Love's a drug that makes me so high. Let's go down and break mad. You can find her on the warpath, and she's not in the same in the daylight. I'm addicted to the taste of your blood red lips and sink in your fingertips. I don't want the truth when I'm with you. Could never let you lose. My lover is a serial killer, but you don't need no trigger. 'Cause no, she's heartless, but she stole my heart, it's true. My lover is a serial killer, but I always stay with her. Cruelness is a thing you do, but I love you. I love you. I'm so sorry. I apologize to everybody in this stream right now for having to hear that come out of my mouth. I cannot wait to listen back to that and cringe so perpetually. Oh no, no, not your headphones, Twinkie! Why were they in the washer? Also, I'm glad you like that Galactic. I'm pretty sure that was a terrible train wreck that when I listen back to it, it's gonna be bad. Wee 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 wee. I really do apologize. You you guessed they were dirty. Listen, I actually really like this song, and it's a song that I would actually want to learn to sing properly. Um, and I will probably listen to it more like in my day to day. I'll probably be listening to this song all week if I'm gonna be real honest. I like it a lot. Also, you need to teach me Galactic. How can I do covers? Because I don't know. I honestly do not know. Somebody needs to finally sit down with me and teach me how to edit videos and do all the things because I don't know how to do them.
Let's get you no. No, yes, no, no, yes, no, 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 yes,
You
no.
did not
No,
scare me. No.
down. Flipping, D, stop playing fuzz. I need to clear you. Stop playing fuzz. Hold on.
It's not my fault.
It's your fault.
It's not
You and
my
your
fault.
flipping. It's your. Actually, no, man, I'm not gonna say that. Actually, so I was gonna say something which sounded not too bad, but then I realized the backstory, and I'm like, you know what? That is very dark, if I should say that. Mm, yeah. So, how was the singing, Aaron? Give me like 1 out of 10 rating. Actually, no, give me like a 10 out of 100 rating. 10 out of 10.
Galactic has promised to teach me all the things so I can make covers of songs that he likes.
No, no.
Because that's probably going to be the main reason.
Also, I did teach how to use flipping editing software as well. You can get busy. What time is it? I will do it today, but I need to set up the appointment for tomorrow. Well, I'll set up tomorrow and then. Let me see, what time is it? It is 5 a.m. already. What time will we finish it? 7.
Damn.
D,
Yes.
remind me tomorrow.
Okay.
I will I will teach you so early so. It won't take long as well. Because most of it's pretty easy. Well, at least the
You
part I
say
know
this,
is
but
easy.
who knows how my brain's gonna get it.
It is basically just the way I'd say it is basically PowerPoint. There are issues that you will encounter, don't get me wrong. Uh and there's like two fail safes.
Basically a
One,
PowerPoint.
yeah. Because like just move around shapes. That's what it is. Just cut, move, make it bigger, make it smaller. Times two, make it smaller, make it bigger. Done.
Good night, Galactic. I hope you have good sleepies. Thank you for coming for stopping by and hanging out and reminding me of that song.
Good night, Aaron. Don't I don't know. Don't be bad. There you go. Boom.
Mm,
Yee.
Guy, what do you think? You think it's time?
Four.
Oh, hi, Strawberry. How are you doing? Thank you for stopping by. Um,
Hi, strawberry.
yeah. So, funny thing, Strawberry. So, I went into VR chat and looked for a world that matched my aesthetic and just took pictures. Night Galactic.
You know
Have
what?
good
You need to get.
sleepies.
I need to get sparkles. I need to get sparkles on thingy on VC one day. I need to clip them thingy because I feel like they probably have the best and
Yes, I'm
have
pretty
and
sure
every time
Sparkles will have the best E. And yes,
and
Strawberry, do not judge me. I had to take some kind of shortcut because I have not gone into 3D modeling yet. I want to, but it is not something I've done as of late, and here this happened. I wouldn't even know. I wouldn't even know which world it was. I have to look to see if I saved it. Um, the house was really cute. It had like a garden on the outside and everything. And then you went inside and it was the cutest thing. Probably one of those useless worlds where all you can do is some kind of like just like role playing as a family or like sitting in front of a mirror. But very cute, very pretty for whoever made it and practiced their 3D modeling using to make this. 10 out of 10. Excellent. Excellent world. Excellent VR chat world.
but basically that clip, I'm just gonna get that, and then anytime Aaron comes to any of our streams, I'm just gonna play it.
Which
Like have a
one?
command setup of strawberry thingy, and just have a I don't even have command setup. I'm gonna make it just for him,
Oh well, good
just to know
night,
him.
Strawberry. I hope
Yeah, gonna.
you are able to or if I hope you were able to finish your homework or that you are able to finish your homework in time. Good night and I hope you have good sleepies.
Bye.
Bye.
Yee yee. Bye yee yee. Haha, get ha.
Yee yee. Let's hope. Aww. No, no sad Strawberry.
Where's I don't have. Oh no, I do. Happy strawberry.
Yes, happy Strawberry. So guy, do you think you wanna
Hmm.
call it?
Sure.
Well, I'm asking you.
Good. Oh, call it ends. Oh. Hmm.
Like are you ready to end stream
Yeah, yeah,
or
sure. Yeah,
okay? Well,
sure.
do you want to end first or what do you want to do? Because
Uh.
I'm definitely gonna raid Leon.
Oh yeah, yeah. Let's go for it. So thank you. Wait, let me find screen.
Yeah. Oh my god.
And that was me facing away.
Wow.
Um. Yeah. The look is. Uh,
Haha.
um. It's funny because it's under exaggeration.
Mhm.
Um. So anyway, thank you guys for watching. If you my Discord server, feel free to do so. And yeah, talk to you guys later. Flipping Leon's name,
Leon
Leon.
62,595.
That was too much. That was
Oh my god. I'll put it in your chat.
62.
I'll
No, no,
put
no,
it.
it's okay, it's okay. It's okay. I've got it. I can see his name in my
Okay.
page.
Well, guys,
62,
that is it for me as well. As always, thank
59.
you to everybody who stopped by. Thank you to everybody who stuck around. Thank you to everybody who chatted with us today. All the questions were really fun to answer. And as always, I hope everybody has a good night. I hope everybody has good sleepies, and I hope everybody has a good day tomorrow. Um, I'm glad to be back. I'm glad to be back streaming. I can't wait for Halloween to start. I love Halloween. But yeah, as always, good night everybody, and let's give Leon a big froggy raid and I hope everybody has a good day tomorrow. Bye. Ba 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 beep beep beep.